There probably isn't a serious golfer who grew up in Colorado Springs over the last 32 years who doesn't know Ann Finke. The Director of Instruction at the Country Club of Colorado has given nearly 40,000 lessons, more than 40% of them to juniors. In 2010, the PGA of America honored her with its Junior Golf Leader Award, and in 2015, the PGA Colorado section made her a Noble Chiffon honoree and named a PGA Reach Scholarship in her honor. She also shared the stage with Hale Irwin, with whom she received the first T of Pikes Peak Legacy Award. Ann's commitment to juniors stems from her own experiences as a young girl in Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
My grandmother actually taught me the game of golf. She didn't teach me how to swing, but she taught me the game. And I think, honestly, I wanted to spend time with her first, before it was actually the game.
Grandma Blanche taught us how to play. We all still remember all 4'11" of her in a long skirt, carrying a 3-wood, walking around, giving us admonitions, giving us pointers. The pointer she gave most often to my brother was, have you thought about tennis? To me, it was, don't count that, hit it again. But she quickly realized that Ann had more talent than her brothers had put together.
An excellent athlete, Ann was the first girl from her high school to attend college on any kind of athletic scholarship. She went to the University of New Mexico and finished at the University of Nebraska. Ann, however, didn't aspire to play professionally.
I always wanted to be on the other side of the counter, and I wanted to do it all. I can remember asking my first boss, should I join the PGA or should I join the LPGA? And he said, well, if you want the most rounded education, then you join the PGA. And you don't know what to do, so I said, okay. And that was the direction I went. In the first business school, there were 83 men and me. So that was kind of a nice ratio, I thought.
She would become the first female member of both the Nebraska and Colorado PGA sections, taking a job at Country Club of Colorado with Colorado Golf Hall of Famer Bill Major.
It became a really, really great relationship in that I was his first assistant for 20 years.
Naturally, when Major retired in 2004, she had the opportunity to become the club's PGA Director of Golf.
I truly did come to a crossroads. I thought that in one's career that we had to be proficient at everything. And as time wore on, I kind of realized that, well, that really wasn't very possible. And I had a fellow put it to me, difficultly, I might add, and he said, so Ann, are you really prepared to send all those kids that you've started and all those people that you've started at this club to somebody else? Because if it's not you, it will be someone. And finally, I could answer that question. Nope, I wasn't prepared to have anybody else teach them.
Ann's impact on the thousands of juniors has been profound.
Those relationships that are long-term, start with kids when they're 7 or 8, and they go now to where some of those kids are 40. And I still talk with many of them, and maybe it's a way for me, who didn't have children of my own, to truly have them.
My relationship with Ann is far beyond a golf coach. She has become more of a friend to me than most other people in my life, and she's taught me a lot that I know about just life in general. Most of the stuff that I know about life, I would definitely say I have learned from Ann.
In 2003, her 16-year-old student, Tom Glissmeyer, qualified for the U.S. Open and the U.S. Amateur.
Some kids that let you in, and they let you into every part of their life. And Tom Glissmeyer was that for me. As was Lanny Whiteside, those are 2 open qualifiers, one on the women's side, one on the men's side. And when it came through that all the players were in, and indeed he was going to the U.S. Open, I ran outside and truly shouted to all of these 120 people that I probably knew 30 of them maybe, that we were going to the U.S. Open. Wasn't a he, it was we. And I know that he felt like that too.
Ann has been so much more than a friend and a golf coach over the years. She really has been part of my family, and I really couldn't imagine where I would be and the kind of person that I would be without her influence.
Ann's commitment to growing the game goes beyond her lessons on what is known as Finke Hill. She has been a driving force of Pikes Peak Junior Golf, the first tee of Pikes Peak, the Colorado section's Golf in Schools program, and the PGA's Professional Golf Management School at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
That became almost a mission of mine, to be able to pass golf on the way I loved it.
I hope that one day I will have given back to whatever community I'm a part of as much as Ann has given back to hers. What she's done for Colorado Springs is quite remarkable.
The Board of Directors of the Colorado Golf Hall of Fame congratulates Ann Finke on her induction into the Colorado Golf Hall of Fame.